Donating your stuff might make it seem like you are a minimalist, a hero. But what if I told you that donating your stuff actually might make you part of the problem? I have recently started a project of helping my mom declutter. My mom's husband passed away in 2019, and she inherited all of his things. Yeah, it has taken her 7 it shows up everywhere. Years to feel confident enough to go through the declutter process without feeling disrespectful or sadness or all of the things. So she has enlisted my help because I have spent many years decluttering and organizing and, hanging out with some online friends like Dawn at The Minimal Mom has taught me a bunch, and Cass from Clutterbug, and they teach me all of these things that I'm trying to implement into my life. And so I'm going over to my mom's to help her declutter. And I'm using some of these strategies. My new favorite strategy is actually from April from the Space Maker method. I think her method works really well for people who are very resistant to getting rid of things. Oh my gosh, it worked. I used a lot of April's strategies. It's like we're rocking and rolling. There's a whole garage of stuff to go through, and we end up with like a big garbage bag, second pass pile, and a huge pile of donations. So I'm loading my car up and I'm gonna take things to Goodwill, to a family crisis center. But the real kicker, this is the one that threw me for a loop. My mom had all of these carpet squares like this, and she didn't want to get rid of them because she was telling me that they were useful, like in your car. And I was like, but you have all weather mats in your car now, you don't need these. She's like, oh, well, when you go camping. And I'm like, when was the last time you went camping? It's been a decade. I suggested that we could donate these old blankets and these old carpet things to the local animal shelter because they're always looking for donations. She's like, I love that idea. So I load my car up and I go to the animal shelter to talk to the guy in charge to see if I can donate these items. And you know what they told me? He couldn't use them because he already had a surplus to the amount that he was set for over a year. He felt bad. He was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I wish I could use the donations, but too many people have been donating. And I'm thinking, I guess that's my cue to just throw these in the garbage. I went to my local thrift store to donate a few other things. The line to donate. I saw a truck in front of me, full to the top, with a flatbed trailer, full to the top. 10 workers are helping unload everything. And I'm like, what is happening right now? So I go inside and I take a look around. My friends, every aisle is stuffed to the rafters. The books, the shoes are being piled on the floor, the mugs, the cups. And yeah, I found some, like, I don't know, collector's items at my thrift store. I found a Stanley, a $50 cup at the thrift store, unwanted. The Starbucks studded tumblers range anywhere from $35 to $45 each for a plastic cup. Yeah, I found it at the thrift store. Many of them, actually. The food storage containers, the bent go boxes, found some of those. We love the feeling of donating because it makes us feel better about our past purchases. But the truth of the matter is, the thrift stores, the animal shelters, the Goodwills, they are overflowing, overrun with donations, with stuff that they cannot process at all. They cannot store it all. They can't even sell it all. Goodwill is not some magical place where bad purchases go to then become good decisions. So why are we buying so much that we need to declutter constantly? Why are we shopping for fun and then donating to ease our guilt? And what if the real win is not needing the donation pile at all? If decluttering really worked, we would do it one time and then we would be finished. But that's not what we're doing. We're buying and then are dissatisfied and then decluttering and then donating, and then the cycle repeats again. Here's the part that nobody likes to talk about. Overbuying doesn't just cost you money once. It costs you over and over and over again. First, you buy the item. Then you have to store the item in your house, taking up valuable real estate. And then you pay again with your time to organize it and your money again to purchase organizing bins to organize the original thing that you bought. And then you pay again with the mental energy it takes to deal with the clutter that you see every freaking time you walk by. And then you pay with more time by decluttering it. You put it in your car, you use your car, gas, time, wear and tear to drive it to the donation center. They don't really want it either, all for something you didn't really need in the first place. We tend to treat decluttering like it's very productive, and it can be, but the real root of the issue is that we're constantly over buying. Decluttering without changing your shopping habits is just scheduled regret. And from a money standpoint, that is expensive. Okay. Hello, puppy. Hi. Do you want to say hi? Oh, you are the sweetest. Okay, off you go. Okay. We've identified the problem, so what is the solution to never ever donate again? Obviously not. Step 1, buy less, but buy better. For me, I was buying like all these vitamins, hoping that if I took this one, my mood would be better. And if I took this one, my vitamin D levels would be up. And then if I took this one, my hair would grow back instead of falling out in clumps. And then if I took this other one, it would help my skin. You know, my digestion would be really great. And then I just ended up with like 20 different bottles and it was too overwhelming to take them. So I didn't take them. What a waste. So I simplified. I shopped smarter, and now all I do is I take 1 packet of Greens gummies every single day, and guess what? They're sponsoring today's video. This is not a Greens gummy, comma, multivitamin, comma, prebiotic. It's all of them, and then some at a fraction of the price, and most importantly, in a convenient little delicious gummy package that I'm actually going to take. It feels like the least amount of effort for the most amount of return. It includes 6 grams of prebiotic fiber, which is 3 times the amount of dietary fiber compared to leading greens powders, and more than 2 cups of broccoli. These are vegan, they're pectin based, not gelatin based, nut free, gluten free, dairy free, and no synthetic sweeteners or dyes. You know what one of the best parts is? They are HSA/FSA reimbursement eligible. What? 2026 is the year of fiber, and Greens can help with that. Supports thicker hair, nails, hallelujah, and better skin. I mean, contains super mushrooms, which help support gut health. Can I get an amen? And brain health. Can I get a hallelujah? And last but definitely not least, vitamin C. You want to shop Greens' amazing sale going on right now? Click the first link in the doobly-doo. Sam's Club also carries them, so if you have a Sam's Club, they're there, but you can get a discount if you click my link below. Try them, love them, you won't be sorry. Part 2 to the smarter approach is wait. 48 hours, my friends, 2 full days. 2 full sun cycles. Most impulse purchases don't fit within the first 2 days of rational thought. So if you can wait, if you can go the 2 days and then you're like, oh, actually, meh, then you've saved yourself money, future donations, future time wasted. Third, in the shop smarter, shop your house first. Your closet, your pantry, your garage. Need to make dinner? Go see what you already have. Want to have like a sleek new fit? Check the back of your closet, check the bottom of the dresser. Number 4 is 1 in and 1 out. The rule is if you bring something in, something has to leave. And if you love everything you have to the extent that that bothers you a lot, you don't want to get rid of any of the stuff that you have, you don't really need to bring something new in. And finally, would I buy this item used later? Like, would I actively walk into a thrift store, pick up this item, purchase it, and bring it to my house? And if the answer is no, why are you buying it new right now? Because it's new and shiny and sparkly? Are we like a barracuda and we just like have to go see the shiny sparkly things? Ooh, barracuda. Slow down long enough to stop yourself from donating future things to Goodwill. It might sound like I am anti-donation, and I am not. In fact, if you have things you're not going to use and someone else could use, I recommend donating it. At the end of the day, donations are better than throwing things in the garbage. However, if you really do have something that's very usable, reach out to your neighbors, reach out to your local free Facebook page and post it there instead, so people who are looking for that specific item can go right to the source. Number 2, check the quality of the things you might want to take to Goodwill or a family crisis center or something, because they're not going to want ripped stuff. They're not going to want stained stuff. They're not going to want stuff that's so used that you're just moving the trashing of the item into someone else's conscience. So you don't feel bad about throwing it away. You're going to give it to Goodwill and they're going to throw it away for you, but you feel better. They don't want your broken stuff. If you have a game that's missing pieces and you don't want it, it does go in the garbage. These facilities should not be our cleanup crew for overconsumption. If we really want thrift stores to serve people who need more affordable options, the best thing we can do is not to donate more, it's actually to consume less. Because the most sustainable purchase is the one that you never made. We think we're minimalist, but we're actually not. We're on a buy, donate treadmill that never ends. If future me is not gonna buy it for like $1.50, then now me shouldn't buy it for $39.99. Final takeaway, donating is not bad. However, we need to be aware that they are overrun with stuff. So maybe we need to take a better look at us and see why we're overbuying in the first place and maybe stop it. Stop the overbuying right now. And me, you and me, we'll do it together. To be honest, I never gave this topic a whole lot of thought until I started helping my mom recently with the garage and the excess of stuff that she's ready now finally to get rid of, and then trying to donate things that I thought would be useful. And as it turns out, no one wants. It was very, very eye-opening for me, so I wanted to talk about it with you. What do you guys think? Have you seen these phenomenons where you are? Are your donation centers overflowing and turning people away? Because mine sure are. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you next one. Bye. But wait, there's more. My friends, let's talk music. I love music. I love it. Now, I don't have a good singing voice, Exhibit A. I'm actually a little tone deaf, but I do love music. I was forced to be in choir until they kicked me out. I did take band, and I am an appreciator of the fine arts. So here's what happened. My daughter sends me this concert poster. Headliner is Simple Plan. Woo, taking me back to my teen years. But the kicker, do you know who else is playing at the same concert? Marianas Trench, who I cannot even. They're one of my favorite bands, but also Bowling for Soup will also be there. My friends, I grew up in Texas. They're from Denton County. I live right next to Denton. I heard Bowling for Soup on the radio before they ever made it big. They opened every local concert that happened in the Dallas area. This is like so fun, throwback, dream lineup for me. Problem, it's in Toronto, Ontario. So, what are we thinking? Is it worth it? Do I buy plane tickets? Oh my gosh, am I a groupie? How did I get here? I became a groupie in my 40s. What in the wide world of sports? Is this ridiculous? Is it worth it? What are your thoughts? Would you go? And also, should I take my kids?